Welcome back. Today we're digging into something that is absolutely critical for anyone evaluating a company that uses AI. We're talking about their risk assessment methodologies. How do they actually see, understand, and get ahead of the dangers before they blow up into some kind of catastrophe? Let's get into it. All right, before we jump in, you know the drill. This is part 7 of a 15-part series based on a deep dive report from Virtualization Options LLC. And just a reminder, this isn't legal or financial advice, and it comes with no warranty. Our job here is to give you the framework to help you ask the right questions when you're doing your own homework. So here's how we're going to break it down. First, we'll talk about why trying to do this without a plan is like flying blind. Then, we'll map out the different kinds of risks you need to look for. We'll walk through a solid 5-step framework, then get into the really cool stuff that separates the pros from the amateurs. And we'll wrap it all up with the key takeaway for you as a stakeholder. Okay, so let's set the stage. Why does this all matter so much? Honestly, because not having a structured way to look at risk isn't just a minor slip-up, it's a complete failure of governance. And this quote from the source material just hits the nail on the head. Without these methodologies, a company is literally operating blind. They have no real way to weigh the incredible potential of AI against the very real possibility of disaster. For any investor, any partner, any regulator, that's a gigantic red flag waving in the wind. So if you're going to assess risk, you got to have a map of the territory first, right? You need to know what you're even looking for. And let me tell you, just focusing on technical bugs and glitches, that's not even close to enough. A truly mature organization starts with something like this, a comprehensive risk taxonomy. And what's so telling about this is how far it goes beyond just, did the model get the right answer? We're talking about the risk of it failing in day-to-day operations, the risk of breaking laws like GDPR, the huge ethical risks like bias, and of course the big ones, reputation and financial risks. If a company can't have a serious conversation about every single one of these categories, well, they're just not seeing the whole board. Okay, so you know the types of risk. How do you turn that into an actual process? Because just reacting to problems as they pop up, that's a sure sign of an amateur operation. You need a system. And here it is. The key thing to get here is that this is a living, breathing cycle. It's not a checklist you do once and forget about. You start by identifying the risks. Then you analyze them. How likely are they? How bad could they be? Then you evaluate which ones you need to tackle now. You treat them with some kind of mitigation plan. And then, and this is so critical, you monitor them constantly. Because these AI systems and the threats they face, they're always changing. Now, having that basic framework is good. It's table stakes. But the truly sophisticated organizations, they go so much deeper. They're proactively hunting for the dangers that aren't so obvious. And this, right here, is how you can tell the leaders from the laggards. First up, bias and fairness assessment. This isn't about accuracy. It's about justice, really. A mature company is digging into its data, testing its model's results, all to make sure it isn't accidentally discriminating against people. This is a huge ethical, reputational, and frankly legal landmine just waiting to go off. Next, something called red team exercises. The best way to think about this is like hiring a team of ethical hackers to try and break your AI. They are actively trying to fool it, manipulate it, and find all the weak spots before the actual bad guys do. Any organization that invests in this has a proactive security culture, not a reactive one. And then you've got third-party risk. Look, very few companies are building every single piece of their AI from scratch. They're using cloud platforms, outside data, other people's models. And here's the kicker. Their risk is completely tied to their partner's security. A mature organization is doing serious due diligence on its entire AI supply chain. Ultimately, the most advanced organizations try to translate all of this into the one language that every boardroom understands: money. They use quantitative modeling to put a dollar figure on what a major failure or a massive fine might cost. This isn't about fear-mongering. It's about making smart, data-driven decisions on how much you should spend to prevent that billion-dollar headline. So let's pull all this together. As a stakeholder doing your due diligence, what are the concrete telltale signs of a mature, well-run risk program that you should be actively looking for? Here it is. This is your checklist. Look for real proof of these things. Can they show you their risk taxonomy? Can they walk you through their assessment lifecycle? And most importantly, are they doing the advanced stuff? Are they proactively testing for bias, running red teams, vetting their partners, and actually trying to quantify their risk? An organization that can show you all this, well, they aren't just talking about responsible AI. They're actually doing the hard work. And that really leaves us with one final thought. Understanding these ideas is the first step. The next is to apply them. So the real question for you is this. Armed with this framework, which AI risks are lurking, hiding in plain sight, within your own portfolio or your own partnerships right now?